Hey, friends. Hey, happy Friday. It's your girl, Coach Tuka, and I want to welcome you to my corner of these YouTube streets where I pop out every single day at 4 p.m. ish Central Standard Time with the one mission, one purpose of walking as many women as I possibly can through the journey of losing weight and looking and feeling your absolute best. So, if this is you, if you are the woman who is looking in the mirror, trying to figure out how did I get here and why is it so far away from the woman I used to be, and you're wondering, who is this woman staring back at me? How did we get here? You are in the right place. I have good news. I have great news. Hey, Coach Ro, I got good news. It is possible to lose weight without losing your peace of mind, without combing the internet and trying all those wild and crazy things they're doing out there. Okay, uh, all these Ozempics, you ain't got to do all that. Okay, I'm telling you because I know. 5 years ago, I was 80 pounds heavier. 80 pounds with a whole bunch of stuff going on. Okay, worn out, frustrated, exhausted. I was the type of tired that sleep could not fix. Hey, Tanisha. I was the type of tired that sleep could not fix. Wondering if I was ever going to turn this thing around. And I'm telling you, by the grace of God, a whole lot of prayer. Okay. Some accountability and restructuring in my life. I found my way back to me. And it is possible for you. So I help women every day do this every day without doing all the wild, crazy stuff we see on the internet and without losing your mind. So if this sounds like your type of jam, it sounds like a place you want to be, I need you to go ahead and make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you are subscribed with your notifications on so you will get notified every single time I go live. And share this with your friends if you call yourself a friend. If anything I say blesses you, okay? So here's what I want to talk about today. I did not know, I had no idea what I want to talk about today. And I was on a call today coaching somebody, and who shall remain nameless, okay? And I said, this is what I'm going to talk about today. All right. So I want to talk about something that we do. It's a pattern, it's a cycle, it's something we do that holds a lot of us back, and you don't even realize it. Okay. So some of us have been working to do this weight loss thing for a very long time. And it's not because you're not working hard. You trying all the things, okay? You're not getting no progress though, no tracking, traction. And you want to know why? Because you don't know how to stop switching. You always switching up something. You're switching your meals. You're switching to a challenge. You're switching your plan. You're switching to a new approach. And I'm just going to say this: variation, variety, the thing you love so much is the enemy of your consistency. If you are not consistent, meaning you don't do something every single day, your body's not going to change. You are not going to lose the weight. All right. So I don't know why we feel this way, but there's this weird idea floating around that if something doesn't work in like 3 days, 2.5 days, it's time for us to do something different. Right. And that's the mindset right there. This is how the cycle just keeps going. It's not because people are lazy. Some people are, but it's not because they don't want results. I remember wanting results, but what variety does to you is it makes you feel like you're really being productive. Because variety is when you are doing a variety of things, it's not like you're not doing nothing. It's not like you just sitting there not doing nothing. So the variation feels like productivity. It feels like you're really doing something. But the truth is, it's just inconsistency, like dressed up in a real outfit. It's like dressed up in church clothes, inconsistency is all it is. All right. Going from plan to plan, thing to thing, influence to the influence, idea to idea. That ain't no type of strategy. All right. So you don't have a strategy and you have no consistency in your life. So I want to talk to you about what it really cost you to live this way. Outside of the fact that it cost you time, because I think about all the switches that I did. Okay. I'm talking about, hey, Alicia, I'm talking about any kind of like new shake situation, new infomercial thingamajiglet. Because we think buying the thing and getting the thing is the thing. And it's like, no, you got to do something with the thing. Okay. So, what is created? This is what it costs you. First of all, it wastes your time because you spend a lot of time spinning your wheels and not making any progress. But the real thing it creates in your life is confusion. So, first of all, God is a God of order. So, that ain't from Him. All right. Your body doesn't thrive. Your life don't do well in confusion. It does not. All right. So every time you change the plan, every time you start the thing over, your body got to be like, oh, okay, this is what we doing now. The body like, oh, okay, we on this now. All right. We got new stuff we got to process. We got new patterns and rhythms we got to, adjust to. We got new rules that we following now. They ain't the same rules we had last week. So the body's like, baby, what is we doing? Okay. Your body like, what is going on here? All right. Not only does your body not know what you're doing, you don't know what you're doing. You can't get no traction under your fingers. You're doing this thing today, this thing tomorrow, this thing tomorrow, all in the name of is boring. And I want you to know, don't nobody care if it's boring. Don't nobody care if it's not like it's not supposed to be a party every single day. All right. It's not supposed to be a party. This is also heavy, like on your mind. Every time you start a new thing, you got to make new decisions. New decisions, new actions, new ways of thinking. That's mental capacity. All right. And we only have so much. Mental energy, mental bandwidth is not an unlimited resource. There's a limit to it. So when all your energy is going to, we got to figure this thing out one more again. Another thing that we have to figure out, there's nothing left in you for actual execution. Because you're trying to figure out, okay, I say I'm going to work out. Okay, now I got to do this. Okay, I was doing this workout at the gym. Now I'm going to do this other workout at the gym. I'm going to switch to this other thing because I was doing this thing. Now I'm doing this other. It's going to work because I was going to the gym at this time. You can't get no traction. You cannot get consistent like that. So when all your mental bandwidth, capacity, energy goes towards figuring it out one more time, you too tired to do. All right. And this is how you start to get overwhelmed. And then people say, I don't know, I really struggle to be consistent. And I'm telling you, the reason you're not consistent is because you are lacking stability. You don't value stability. All right. You don't need a whole bunch of more options. Okay. You don't need a whole bunch of more choices. You need stability in multiple areas of your life. You need it as it relates to your hormones, the way you doing your days, what time you getting up, what time you going to bed, what time you working out, what you doing when you work out, in your metabolism, in what you eating, in your energy, who you talking to. Stability makes things predictable. It makes it predictable. And for some reason, we don't love that. We love unpredictability. We love spontaneous. We love by the seat of our pants. But then we're trying to figure out why we can't do it. Because stability makes your mind clear. It makes it easy to think. It makes the choices simple. All right. So the same way, this is an example I want to give. When I was a teacher, I taught children. I worked in an area that was it was like an urban environment, okay? And so what I knew to be true about my students is they need the same Miss James today, yesterday, tomorrow, okay? The switcheroo don't work for these babies, right? They needed to know if I do A, she gonna do C. And so I got to follow through. It literally made everything in the classroom run so much smoother, so much to the point that when I went to this particular school, so many people, that's why you can't listen to other people. So many people say you will not like it there. The kids are bad. They fight teachers. They cuss you out. And didn't nobody never lay hands on me. Okay. I think they knew better, but I sat a couple of times and I was able to take it. But I'm just saying, when you have consistency and things are predictable, we know how to move. So just like a child knows if I do A, B's going to happen. Kids don't thrive in environments where is this way today and this way tomorrow. They can't figure out where we're going. Your body and you are the same. When you know what's coming next, what's about to happen, if I do A, then B's going to happen. If I do C, then D's going to happen. Your body's like, oh, okay. All right. So some of us think that getting progress, some of us think that going to the next level has to do about how hard we go, about our intensity. No, it's about your repetition. It sticks when you do it and you do it and you and you do it 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 again. This is how it sticks. And then this becomes how you do it when everything around you is getting in the way of you doing it. But we never get to that point. Because one week we strength training down, we a bodybuilder in the gym. The next week we a marathon, and then we skip for a week. Now we a track star running outside. Now we in this group, we in that group. We eating this week. We on Ozempic this week. We off of that this week. We on this thing. We all over the place. And your life and your body is like, what are we doing? What's happening here? Is what your body is saying. What is happening? And so I'm telling you, this came to mind me because I asked somebody, I said, well, what time do you do this? I asked her what time. She said, it kind of varies. And I said, therein lies the problem. There's the problem right there, that variety. We're going to get that out. We're going to get this variety out of your life. And I'm not saying that I'm not a fan of like spontaneity, like I'm going somewhere on a date with my husband tonight. I don't know where I'm going. Spontaneous to me, okay? I'm all for a good little spontaneity. But in the area of your life that you want to win, it's going to require you to put some intentionality behind it, which is going to require you to do the same thing day after day after day after day after day after day. And you think it's going to be boring. You think you're going to get tired of it. You don't know because you never sat with anything long enough to see if you're going to get tired of it. All right? So if your plan keeps changing, your results are going to keep changing too. But if the plan stays the same and if it's consistent, you have a winning plan and you're doing winning things, guess what happens? Your results will be like what my mentor Eric Thomas used to say, brick by brick, you can start to build something every single day. You got a new brick. You got a new log in the fire. Some of y'all burning in this fire, that fire, that fire, that fire, and you wondering why you got 17 little fires and you don't got nothing that's big enough to burn some up. All right. So here's what I want you to do today going forward. I want you to stop acting like being bored with something means it's not working. Stop believing that if it's not exciting, you know what I'm saying, then it ain't for you. Maybe it's not exciting. I remember my good friend Rochelle T. Park said this. I can't remember what we were talking about. And she was like, ain't nobody on taste. She was like, I don't know if she's still on here. Rose was like, ain't nobody on taste, right? Don't nobody care how it tastes. It works. Do it. Because repetition, doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over is how transformation happens. You do not get transformed by doing the same different things every single day. Not only do you not get a transformation, you don't get any traction. You don't get much movement. You don't go very far. All right? It's like going on a road trip and getting off on every truck stop you see. That's what some of us are doing. We're so easily distracted. We on TikTok and they doing this thing. I should try this thing. So don't switch just because your emotionally, you're bored. All right. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to just make the commitment to do it one way. All right. I tell you all the time, walk 30 minutes, commit to just doing that for 14 days, for 2 solid weeks, not for forever, not perfectly, but not with your switching lanes in the middle of the week. Decide on what you're going to eat. Decide on your exercise, decide on your schedule, and stick to it. Because I'm telling you, repetition, there are things that give you momentum, right? And one of them is stability. Stability is something that will be stability and repetition. Doing it over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. And you know what momentum does for you? Momentum gives you a sense of belief in yourself. Hey, Jazz, it gives you belief because some of us have failed so many times, so many ways, okay? for so long that truthfully, the reason we're grabbing for straws and randomly picking things is because we hoping this thing is going to finally be the thing that does the thing that we want the thing to do so we can get what we said we wanted. And we grabbing this thing, that thing, that thing, and we never get traction because you keep on changing. The real transformation happens when you start to see, oh, wait a minute, I might actually be onto a thing. I think I can do this. This may actually work, but you never get there. Switch. Some of us start on Monday, all right, and we doing good, eating our vegetables. And then our friend tell us she fasting for 75 hours. And we be like, oh, that sounds like a good idea. I wonder if I should maybe fast for, okay, you think I could, if I fast for 95 hours, it ought to work, huh? Okay, I'm going to try that. Our friend say she drinking a tea. All of a sudden, we over here on this thing. And your thing that seemed like the thing that you wanted to do, the commitment you made, you don't know if it worked or not because now you're on the thing that your friend is doing. All right. So here are some indicators. You'll know that stability is working. You'll know it's working. You'll know it's sticking. All right. If what you're going to eat stops feeling like an all-out theater production, it stops being so dramatic. Okay. You stop having all these emotions around mealtime. Okay. Your meals are going to feel less dramatic. The other thing that's going to happen is your mind is just going to have a lot less noise. Some of us mentally, it's so noisy up here. It is so noisy. We got so much going on, 50 million thousand thoughts. We juggling this thing, juggling that thing. Hey, Miss Dorothy, we are juggling this thing, juggling that thing. We got so much going on. When you get stable, consistent, and a little repetition going about yourself, that's one less thing you got to think about. It's a thing that happens without you even thinking about it. Your life and your body feels more predictable. I know people think that I'm exaggerating when I say I exercise every day. I know they like, girl, I know you lying. And without thinking about it. Going into it, it wasn't like that. It wasn't like, I'm going to work out every day. I did it, and 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 I did it. And then I look back and said, wow, look at all this doing it I've done. Okay. I think this is what I do now. I think this is what I now do. All right. So when you get some stability, you don't feel like every 3 hours there's some kind of emergency, but some of us got so many emergencies popping off all the time because you got decision fatigue, because you got to think about so many things. You stop starting over every Friday, every Monday. When you get some stability in your life, you get comfortable with repetition. All right. You can call it consistency, whatever you want, but you get comfortable having small daily wins. That's why I say change begins with small daily wins. Not small wins, but small wins stacked up over a period of time that look like every day. Everything in your life starts to develop a calmness about it. All right. So I want you to know, like, the person that you're looking at, you're like, oh, they're so consistent. Oh, they're so disciplined. It's possible for you too. The person you're looking at that has had the major life change or transformation is possible for you too. But it's not going to happen. It is not going to happen if you always want some variety, or if you don't ever, it's boring to do it like this. So I need you to stop being impressed by the new. Okay? Stop being impressed. There's always going to be a new thing. Always going to be a new thing. Start being proud of the thing that's steady, that keeps happening. What they say, how you chop down a tree? One swing at a time. You just keep swinging that thing. Ain't nothing happening at first. But after a while, you like, okay, look, I think I see this thing. We getting somewhere. All right. But if you keep switching, you keep wanting variety, a little mix up, a little razzle dazzle. Okay. You keep second guessing yourself. It's not going to stick. It's not going to stick. All right. So I encourage you to get you some spontaneity in some other areas of your life. Okay. Choose to be spontaneous somewhere else. All right. Because you don't need another set of choices or options or things to do. That is not what you need. That is not what you need. And if you're not careful, the little switcheroo will come up on you before you even recognize it. Jazz said, same here. The stability of consistently working, yes, condition my body to crave it. It's automatic. You want to keep going. It's automatic. So the little switcheroo, it's subtle now. If you don't watch it, it's subtle. It's like, girl, you should try this meal plan. Girl, you should try this challenge. Girl, you should try this workout. Girl, you should try this. I was talking to somebody today that asked, what do we think about weighted vests? And I'm like, most people's problem is not that they need a weighted vest. Most people's problem is doing it every day. It's doing it every day. Most people don't know how to sustain. We start strong, then we on Instagram and we see something new, and now our focus has changed. We got a new focus. All right. I'm just telling you, variety makes you feel like you straight up doing it. Makes you feel like you're doing something because you're in action. You're in action. You're in movement. It's an illusion. It's like one of those little houses they got at the circus where you go in the rooms or the mirrors got everything. It's smoke and mirrors because you're busy doing something, but it's nothing that requires stick to itness. And guess what? When you change, you never become a master of anything. You don't get to master anything. What they say, jack of all trades, master none. That used to be me, y'all. Y'all think I'm playing? I was on every shake regimen there was, every new juice fast, okay? Every new weight loss book, every new hot diet. Your girl was on it. Master of nothing. No rhythm, all right? I'm doing it today. It's new tomorrow. It's new all week. And then now I'm on something else. And so what happens is you don't trust you anymore. You no longer trust you to do what you said you were going to do because you know you. All right. And some of us like to give it a cute name, like, I just like being flexible. I like a little flexibility in my life. Call it what you want. It's chaos that won't allow you to be consistent. All right. So the truth is, the results you want, they only respond to mastery. You only gonna get results when you become a master. You only get results when you become a master. So we don't need more like rah-rah. We need some steady beats, okay? Some of our lives look like a techno scene to catch the beat, okay? Some of us need a little predictability, all right? Some of us need a little predictability to be able to know. I want to teach you this because I was teaching this today. I've been coaching today, which is not common on Fridays, but just this was the type of day I had. What I was teaching today was I have themes for my days that are suitable for the season of life that I'm in. So every one of my days has a rhythm to it, right? So I don't know exactly what's on my schedule for tomorrow, but I know it ain't much. Okay? Because I design my life that way. That on Saturdays and Sundays, they look real slow. I'm very intentional. I call it Slow Down Saturday, where I just take the time. It starts right about now. Right about now. When I get off this live, I'm about to go, baby, pop these curls out a little bit, put on something cute, and go on a date with my husband. All right? That's it. And tomorrow, I'm going to sleep till I feel like it, get up and move my body without thinking about it because it's what I do every day. I think I have a meeting with my pastor. That may be it. I may take my children to Top Golf or something like that. And I'm definitely taking a nap and cleaning my house. That's the rhythm. My body already knows what we're doing tomorrow on Friday. It already knows what's going to happen. All right? Your body can't follow your inconsistent leadership. You leading in an inconsistent way. So I just need you to get a structure that gets repeated. I need you to get a schedule that you repeat. I need you to get things that you do and stop reinventing stuff. Set what time you walking, doggone it. What you eating for breakfast. Do it for 14 days and watch what you don't have no more. That moodiness gonna leave you. That decision fatigue from making 15,000 decisions in a day. We gotta automate some stuff. That's all you're doing is automating your headspace. All right, because some of our brain ain't no breathing room. All right, so your breakthrough, your win, your pop out is not in the new thing. It's in sticking with what already works until it works better. And variety feels good, okay? Just as most things that aren't good for us do, okay? But consistency, okay? That's the stuff that lasts, all right? That's the stuff that lasts. So if you with me, all right? Not in the free community, what is we doing? Yeah, if you're not in the free community, I don't know. What I might as well just log off now. All right. If you're not over there in the free community, are we really friends? Okay. When I say hey friends, hey, am I talking to you? Okay. And we'll probably have a training next week in the free community. But if you're not there, we have a VIP community as well where we coach a little closer. So the call that I was on today was with one of my mentees who I had a one-on-one with. So you get an opportunity to do things like that from time to time. So listen, that's all I got, y'all. I love y'all to life. No new plans. Okay. Stick with it's simple. You know what to do. Just do it and stick with it. You don't need you don't need no weighted vest. You don't need no new juicer. You don't need work with what you got because you got plenty. All right. And just start to do it every doggone day. Every single day. That's the jam. That's the party. That's the assignment. So I absolutely love you to life. I hope I ain't step on no toes, but if I did, I will. I'm not coming for you, but I'm coming to get you, okay? I'm coming to bring you over on this side where you can be well beyond the weight because I know that it is possible. I don't care how you feel. I don't care how far you think you're gone. It is possible for you to be well beyond the weight. Not only is it possible, it is God's desire for you, and it is my mission to help you get that. All right? I did, Alicia. Alicia, I'm coming for you. I'm coming to get you. All right. That's all I got. I love you to life. I will see you tomorrow at the same time in the same place. Have an amazing, amazing evening.